What's happening, guys, and welcome to another video. It's almost time for WWE's annual Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, and the match itself has become one of the most popular amongst fans since it was introduced way back in 1997. It's given us some of the most memorable moments in matches over the past 2 decades, but one thing that has made them stand out as some of the most violent and chaotic matches in history are the crazy bumps that have taken place over the years. So don't forget to stun that subscribe button as we look at the 7 craziest Hell in a Cell bumps of all time. Number 7. Shawn Michaels at Bad Blood 1997. Where better to start than the first and in many people's eyes the best Hell in a Cell match of all time. Throughout the summer of 1997, Shawn and The Undertaker had been feuding, and in storyline the match was created as a means to stop the constant interferences of the Generation X. However, in a recent WWE documentary, Bruce Pritchard claims that the gimmick was created to make Kane seem like more of a monster when he debuted and tore the cell door off its hinges. The bump came after the two had escaped the cage, something Shawn Michaels admits that WWE officials did not originally want him to do. The two climb the cage and brawl on top before HBK tries to escape, only to crash through the Spanish announce table while he was halfway down the cell. This bump set the template for every Hell in a Cell bump to come in the future, and is still one of the most memorable to this day, helped in no part by Jerry Lawler's iconic call of as Shawn crashed down beside him. Number 6. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell 2014. Fast forwarding now to 17 years later, by which time the Hell in a Cell concept had gone from a one-time gimmick match to an entire yearly pay-per-view. Fans had been waiting for years for another crazy bump from the top of the cell, and many thought that due to increased safety concerns, they would never see anything like it happen again. Thankfully this one carried out with relative safety, as similar to Shawn Michaels, the two former Shield partners were halfway down the side of the cage when they sent each other crashing through the announce table below, in a very nice callback to the original Cell match. This would now open the door to future crazy bumps in Cell matches. Number 5. Shane McMahon at Wrestlemania 32. And on the subject of future crazy Cell bumps, if Shane McMahon has become known for one thing over the years, other than his legendary collection of sneakers that is, it's his constant willingness to take some of the craziest bumps in WWE history. Whether it's falling off of a scaffolding or crashing through glass sets, he's always gone above and beyond for the fans' entertainment. This bump came towards the end of his Hell in a Cell match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania, and while the match itself may be one of The Undertaker's least fondly remembered, the bump itself looked fantastic and triggered memories of other famous Cell bumps, helped with Michael Cole's great callback of "For the love of mankind!" Number 4. Rikishi at Armageddon 2000. The 6-man Hell in a Cell match from 2000's Armageddon pay-per-view may be the craziest Cell match of all time, featuring 6 of the top stars of the Attitude Era battling for the WWF title and turning it into an absolute bloodbath before the end. Perhaps the most iconic moment of the match came when The Undertaker cemented his status as the most feared competitor in Hell in a Cell matches when he chokeslammed Rikishi from the top of the cage onto a well-placed bed of sawdust below. Unfortunately though, Rikishi's main event status would fall just as quickly as he did shortly after this, but he'll always be remembered for this moment if nothing else. Number 3. Cactus Jack at No Way Out 2000. The least remembered of Mick Foley's crazy Hell in a Cell bumps, but one that did signal the end of his full-time in-ring career, came in the form of his craziest alter ego, Cactus Jack. Just 1 month after his epic street fight against Triple H at the Royal Rumble, the two met again inside of Hell in a Cell, this time with a career-ending stipulation for a hardcore legend. As you can probably guess, Triple H came out on top, but it was after an unbelievable bump on top of the cage that sent Foley through the cell, collapsing the ring below in an echo of his more famous bump. What makes this one even better is that Cactus still got up from it, and it still took Triple H multiple pedigrees to put his in-ring career down for good. And now we come to the most famous Hell in a Cell bump of all time, with number 2, Mick Foley's bump from the top of the cage at King of the Ring 1998. If the original Hell in a Cell match between Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker set the template, this is the one that gave the match its legendary status. In an attempt to top the previous bout, Mick Foley came up with the idea of starting the match at the top of the cell and having The Undertaker throw him off from the top. The dead man was reportedly hesitant to do this, and would take a lot of convincing but would eventually agree, and the bump itself is still as shocking and brutal to this day as it was watching live at the time. Seeing people like Vince McMahon and Terry Funk break character in fear for Foley's safety, and hearing probably the most iconic call of JR's career still gives me chills to this day, but despite all that, this one still does not get the top spot, because coming in at number 1 is Mankind's second bump at the King of the Ring 1998. According to Mick Foley's first autobiography Have a Nice Day, while most people remember the first bump off the top of the cell, fellow wrestlers were more horrified by the second bump through the top of the cage, as the WWE rings at the time were notorious for being some of the hardest and unforgiving in history. With no table to break his fall, the impact knocked Foley clean out for the first time in his career. And you can see how quickly officials raced to the ring after they realised what had happened, as well as the genuine fear in the commentary team's voices. As legend has it, the bump was unplanned, although some have suggested that the evidence says otherwise. Either way, it's unlikely we'll ever see anything like this again in WWE, and while it was crazy to see at the time, it's for the best, as Mick Foley was lucky to walk away from this one at all. Was there any major bumps left out on the list? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, as well as follow Wrestle with Andy on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.